Good morning, everyone. I'm Mark. I'm from the Steelmate.
Good morning, everyone. I am Will. I'm from the Steelmate too. Thank you for taking your time to come to our Canon Fair Live booth. Our fans may not be strange our Steelmate brand because we are the world famous brand. Let me have the brief introduction for our company first. We are Steelmate is more than 27 years and have been one of the leading companies in automotive electronic product area, such as the TPMS, car alarm system, parking assist system, motorcycle alarm system. We also develop the new products such as the blind spot detection, baby seat alarm, and one safety system. I believe one of them will be your favorite product to choose to use during your driving. And we will develop more up-to-date products range to each the market development, provide the better service to our customer. Hey, Mark, could you please recommend some kind of product today to our Steelmate friends?
Yeah, sure. Today we will introduce about our tire pressure monitoring system. We call it in short is the TPMS. Actually, why we need the TPMS and then why we introduce the TPMS today? Because we believe that the tire, it is the key points, the equipment for the driver when they are in driving. If any explosion in front of the tire, that will cause the great danger to the driver and customer. And then today, we will focus on the TPMS so that we will bring more idea to the fans and the customer.
So why we need this TPMS? Why we choose Steelmate TPMS?
Sure. Let me have the brief introduction about the TPMS. The first, when we install the TPMS, we can see the tire pressure tumbling, and then we will know the temperature tumbling. As we see, if the temperature is very high, and then the tire pressure is not in the normal situation, that will cause the danger for our driver and passenger. And then that is the reason we need the TPMS to monitor our tire situation, so that our driver and our passenger can be enjoy the journey very well. And then at this moment, we still may develop different kind of the TPMS, such as the solar TPMS, cigarette pack TPMS, and in dashboard AV TPMS. So many TPMS we develop in different models. And today, we will bring and introduce the solar TPMS. Because the solar TPMS is very simple and very convenient for all the driver to install, and then the customer can enjoy the driving properly and very well.
Yes, during your talking, we also we will come across the high temperature during our driving will be dangerous, such as if we driving in the high temperature pressure, we will come into the tire burst accident, so it will be dangerous for us. So, what kind of car can we use this solar TPMS?
Actually, we have the different type of the TPMS. We have the truck, the TPMS, we have the passenger TPMS, we have the common sedan cars, the TPMS, and today we will bring our sedan car TPMS. Here is our test track. Here's our test track. This test track, it is to show different situation, different scenario of our TPMS. Take an example. Normally we will come across the four situations: high temperature, high pressure, low pressure, and then the fast leakage. And then the fast leakage is our very unique, and then our technology to help the driver to avoid the accident properly. I will show. This is our test track. We have two. So far, this is our two hot cells model. We have the two one. This is our S12. Sometimes we call it the MT12. Here it is our test track to show the different situation on our display.
Could you show us the functional sceneries to our fans?
Oh, sure. Here it is the high temperature situation. As we see, our default the value is the 85 Celsius degree, and we can see on the display. Okay, here is our high pressures. Okay, here it is our low pressure. Low pressure, it means that we always come across in our daily life when we have the tire come across the new, the tire is in flat, and then we always come across. This is very common in our daily life when we have a problem in the car. Okay, the third is the fast leakage. It means that suddenly the car's pressure drops very fast. That it means that there's a great problem on our tire. We should stop the car to check what is going on our tire. Our TPMS have two kinds of the sensor. The one it is the internal sensor. The another is the external sensor. So I think Mr. Will, do you know the difference of these two sensors?
We have two sensors, right? We had this uses this one. This is the internal sensor. This internal sensor we use. You can touch it.
Yes.
This is the strong turn ABS.
Let me have a brief introduction of our internal sensor. As we see, this is our internal sensor. Internal sensor, it is the comply with the Germany IC, that it is the car level, it is the vehicle levels, the German IC. Infinitely is the IC, so that it can work properly and then do all the calculation timely. Because we know that the tire is the key point for the car. If the calculation is not properly, they will cause the very great danger to the customer. That is the reason we have to use the very good component. Okay, this is one of the very key point.
I see this lamp is very light. What is special for it?
This is aluminum, but this is the special aluminum. This is aviation. Aviation's the aluminum. The whole nozzle, as we see, here's the cap. Here's the nozzle cap. Here is our nut. Here's our nut. And then here it is the gasket. Yeah, here is the rubber, the shield for it. And then as we see, you feel it, the internal sensor is light. It means that when we take the original sensor away, and we use the light one in the tires, because as you see, the tire need to do the balance.
Yeah.
Balance. If it is too heavy for the nozzle, they have a great problem for the tires balance. That means the tire is not balanced.
Not balanced.
Because when you drive very fast, the tire is not balanced. That will cause the tire damage for the one side or one part of the tire. So we should use the very light one, the nozzle. This is the aviation's aluminum. What is the aviation aluminum? It means that it is light and strong. It's very strong and light the material. We use it for the nozzle, so that the nozzle no matter in any situation, it will work properly. And then what is more, they are compliant with there's the internal of the battery. Actually, it is the bottom battery.
Yes,
the small one.
It can be changed by myself if the battery is run out.
Actually, it cannot. Let me explain why it cannot change. This is the whole part of the sensor. And then when as you see, there's the small hole is there. There's the two small hole is there. And then we have to inject the glue into our sensor to ensure there's no air, anything into our sensor, so that it can be work properly without affected by the air or temperature. Another the dust and anything. This is we will inject the glue 6 times. Wow. It's not one time, because some of the sometimes as we see when we inject the first time glue, it will cooling down.
Yeah.
It will cooling down, and then it will shrink. It will be shrink.
Yeah. It will
shrink.
Maybe some air inside.
Yeah. The air will be goes up.
Yeah.
It will goes down. The glue will goes down, and then it will be shrink. It's shrink. It means that we need to inject another time, the second time,
to push out the other air out.
Yeah. And then the glue will shrink also. And then the third time, the fourth time, the sixth time. After sixth time, the injection of the sensor, or there's no space for it, that will help it work properly.
Internal sensor.
Yeah. The internal sensor for the vehicle, for the car. So here it is. Here's our sensor. We just remove the nuts and then the gasket, and then put it here. Put it tightly. And then just put the gasket. Put the gasket, and then just the nuts. Use the spanner to tighten it in the 4 newts. That will be okay. And then
the cap.
The last is the cap. And then when we put the new tire for it, or the original tire for it, to do the balance, inflate the air, do the balance for car, for the wheel, that will be finished for it. And then we have a different agent in global. We are glad that ours, the Vietnam agent, he took a video to advertise ours, the installation. We will show that the video to ours, the friends now at this moment, so that they have a more clear idea about it. 安装视频。Better to support our agent, we will develop more the information as we see here. 帅哥，这里能够放大一点吗？不是，这里，先不要放图片。
This is for which customer?
This is for our Vietnam. This is for our Vietnam's the agent. Because we support our agent in Vietnam, we will list the information about our Vietnam agent in the package. We believe that when a customer, when we sell this kind of the product to the person or to another dealer, good product and have advertised. And then when the customer the dealer can see it, can properly, they can have, oh, this product is very good. Where can I to contact? Which is the agent in the Steelmate in the Vietnam, so that they can search this kind of agent, so that they can talk with our agent, so that they have an idea on how to cooperate with us.
How then to sell product to more dealer in their country.
Yeah, that is also we still may support to our agent. Actually, we believe that if we confirm the relationship with the agent properly, if they can have an agreement with the Steelmate properly, we Steelmate will support our agent no matter in this kind of the design, the color combination, and everything. We will try to support our agent, because we believe that, in my opinion, that we are just a supplier and buyer in a very simple relationship. Yeah. But in my heart, we believe that you are the friend. We should support my friend in this country to fight to get the best market share. Oh, okay. Here it is the test track 嗰個電源啦，電源線。
Just like our head unit of the car.
Yeah, this is the head unit. 開咗掣，未？上。唔夠電，等一陣。Okay. We just simulate. This is a test tray. It is the simulate the USB TPMS. The USB TPMS, here's the USB TPMS. The USB TPMS, it means that we use the USB to the Android panel in the to support it as the information about the TPMS.
Yeah.
Actually, do you know why we choose the Android panel?
Because mate of the car use the Android system.
Yeah, actually we do the service in the market. We find that more and more Android panel is compatible with more APK, and then the second, it will take the more than 85% in the market. That means that the main trend, the panel in the market will be the Android panel. And then when I'm the driver, I want to add additional panel for my car, my car without any panel, I will choose the Android panel. So that is the reason. Maybe some of the customers just told me that I believe that I just cannot have a, I do not have a dashboard with the display. I will have the USB display. We will have a discount of it.
Yeah.
Just simulate. This is a test trade. Okay, Mr. Will, could you just have a brief introduction about this USB TPMS?
Yeah, my pleasure. You can see that this is our this line, just like the USB, very elegant design and very small. It's made. We design this part as small as possible because it will be easy to take, easy to plug into the hand unit. You can see that there will be the hole of this. So this line will be inside with the buzzer to remind will be alarmed to remind the driver that if there is any situation such as the high pressure, high temperature, pressure leakage, such like this. And then we usually this USB will be wireless connected to our sensor. That means there will be no wire to connect with the sensor if the wireless connected with our sensor. I need to explain how us to install this USB TPMS to our hand unit.
Okay.
First, you need to download our app to our hand unit first. Then when you finish download, you need to install the app on our hand unit. And then you need to plug into our USB port. There will be that you have some question, what kind of USB port can we plug into?
Yes, because as we see in some original car, there is the USB port for the power supply for the cell phone, the smartphone. This kind of the port is not compatible. It's not compliant with the data delivery. So we should plug the USB into for the panel with the data delivery, so that the data can be sent to the panel, and then we can see how is the situation of the tire properly. So we here just repeat again. Please plug the USB to the data delivery port, not just the power supply port. Okay, here it is the emphasize for it, and then
when we plug into our USB, there will be when we finish installing, so you can find the app on our hand unit. So this is the icon of our app, USB TPMS. So we plug into it. You can see our interface of our USB TPMS, you can see that it's very clean and very clear to show the actual data of the tire, such as the pressure, temperature. They will present the left tire, left front tire, right front right tire, left rear tire, right rear tire. Just show the detailed data of it.
Okay, so could you have more is the parameter setting to share?
Yeah, you can see the icon. You can see the icon and touch this icon, setting icon. You can see the parameter setting clone for you to choose. Such as the first one is the pressure unit. Pressure unit, you have the bar and PSI to choose for you to setting. Some customer, such as the Singapore, will like the bar, so they will choose the bar, and other countries such as the Thailand will want to the PSI, they choose the PSI. It's okay.
Yeah, we get back to it. You go back.
And next one is the maximum pressure. Maximum pressure. This is the default value we want to set. If we want to set the
PSI 嚟㗎，49點幾啱先。Because we get used to the bar, so
it's easy to see.
4.3, 4.3, 3.3.
If we want to set to the 3.7, we just convert this data. So when the pressure is higher than 3.7, there will be a beep sound from it.
Okay, maybe later we can. This is a simulator for the different situation. We will have a testing. Show you later. And then I just received information from my agent. I need to take a package from my desk, and then I will come back to you, Mr. Will. Okay?
Okay.
So you please share more information first, so that when I come back, the customer, our friends can know it. Okay?
Okay.
So 1 minute, I will be back.
This is the minimum pressure setting. Minimum pressure setting just means when you apply pressure with the low pressure, will be the beep alarm to remind you. So you can set in the minimum pressure to the one you choose, such as you choose the 1.4, then just to choose it, and then to return. And then is the temperature unit. There will be the 2 temperature unit you choose. Normally in our Asia country, we normally use the degree centigrade, and then is this is the parameter chosen by some Euro country and the American countries. The last one is the high maximum temperature setting. Maximum temperature setting, this slide is when you setting one temperature unit, such as the 81, when the temperature is higher than the 81 degree centimeter, so will be alarm for it. This one is the bool unit. There will be some of them will have a confusion of it. What is this stand for? What is this stand for? Bool unit level. You can see there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 level for you to show. That means that when we choose one, will be this figure standard for the showing time of the screen. When you select the one, is the small letter, small figure. That stands for the small time to show on the screen. And then is the car alarm sound. Car alarm sound that means the human voice. Human voice warning from the head unit. Doesn't mean if our TP USB TNS had two warning sound. One sound is the beep sound from the USB. The other is the warning sound from our head unit to human voice of it. If you turn on, there will be the human voice to remind you high pressure, low pressure, or the pressure leakage, just like this. And this one is the floating window. Floating window just like the small window. If we set on it, there will be the icon. You can see there is the icon to show the TPMS.
Oh, you see.
Just like this.
So, Mr. Wei, do you know when I come across any problem for the tire, it will come out automatically or not?
Yeah, it will turn up the market. Just we can show to our friends.
Okay.
We put on this. It is the high pressure, so will be come out automatically if we set out this floating window.
Okay, let me just repeat it. This is a test tray. Here it is ours simulate the situation of the tires situation. If the tire situation it is come across the problem, it will comes out. The floating window will comes out to remind the driver there's a problem for the tire. So for this, please continue your introduction about the TPMS.
The last is the tire matching. Tire matching. What is the tire matching? We have the three selection for our user to choose. First one is the sensor matching. Sensor match. The second one is the matcher matching. The third one is the tire position interchange. So let me introduce for our friends one by one. The sensor match is for the low tire matching for it. Just like this, if you want to update it, if you exchange the tire, so you need to update the data of it. You can choose this method to choose one tire and then to deflate the data. So there will the data to update on the tire. Just like this, we plot that on this tire we want to update this data. There will the green line to remind us that this tire will be updated by you. So when this light is on, you can deflate the tire. Inflate the tire so that the new information will comes on.
Yeah. The new information comes on, you can choose the next tire.
Another tire to update on it.
So all the operation can be operated on the panel. If it's very convenient for the driver to update all the tires, just the sensor matching.
Yes. The second measure is the matcher matching. Matcher matching is use our product. This product.
Oh, what is this, Mr.
Is the sensor. We call it the sensor panel.
Okay, sensor panel. How is the panel it works?
Because it can be read the sensor data temporarily through this machine when we read such as when we need to update it for tire sensor pressure of our car, we can use this sensor panel to read our LF, LY, LR, four tires data on it. How we use? First, we need to, such as we start from the left front tire, we plug this button for 4 seconds.
Okay, let me fire a car, it will be better for it.
Yeah.
So it means that this will be simulate the left tire. You will learn. He will sensor activate the left side, the tires, the information, and then he will. When you go to another one, you can go to another tire.
Yeah. When we
4 tire is finished.
When we finish 4 tire, there will be the light to turn on. 1, 2, 3, 4. When we finish with 4 tire data, the 4 lights will be turned on. Then when we finish with for tile data, we can plug this orange button TPS for some time, and then we'll be get close to our display, get close to our USB, get close to our DSP or display, so the data will transfer to our USB.
Okay.
So actual data will be updated on our hand unit or our display.
Okay, just let me have a brief repeat again this function. What is it, the sensor partner? Sensor partner, it means that the first I will take the sensor partner, go to my different tire to learn different tire. When the light is on, it means that it is finished to learn the tire's situation. And then I will go to another tire, 4 tire finish. And then when I finish it, the 4 lights is on. And then I will turn on the display. If for the solar TPMS, we will go to in the setting, in the matching.
Yes.
Sensor matching the interface.
Yes.
So that we push this kind of orange button. 4 tire information we go to here. In my opinion, that this kind of the sensor partner, it is for the workshop or for the tire shop. This is a good partner.
Easily to handle the tire updating data.
There's another choice for it. I think it's one more choice for this kind of data. And then here is it. I'm just have a question about this kind of the. Do you have the show the fans about the situation for 4 situation?
Yeah, of course. Let me finish the setting first. This we finished the talk about the second matching. The third matching is about the position change interchange. As we know, we need to exchange the tire when we go some distance after our driving. So our USB TPS no need to deflate the tire, no need to pull out the tire to change the location. We just finish our process in our USB TPS just like this. If you want to change the cross, the tire left, front left, and front left and rear right, we just choose these 2 tires. So there will be the green icon to flash. That means you want to exchange these 2 tile icon. When you select these 2 tile, just plug this button. So the data of it will be exchanged. So it's very easy for our customer to finish this procedure when he want to exchange the tile and then update the data by themselves. No need to pull out the tile and then inflating the pressure of it.
So it looks very nice for this kind of the setting for the USB, so that it's more convenient. And then the language setting have to share to our fans.
Language setting in our language we have the Vietnam
English.
This is the Vietnam. You can see that this is the Vietnam language.
Yes, it's the version. Very good.
And this is the English, this is the Chinese. We have the 3 language choose for our customer at this moment. But if our customer want to update it to the Japanese, Japanese and Thailandese, so we can also update to the language they want.
Actually, there is the following the system. It means that when your Android panel, it is in the Vietnam language or the Thailand language. It can be following the system automatically. Maybe they buy it. Maybe they have another choice for it. But in my opinion, that the Vietnam version, it is provided by the agents, the MT Octo. All the human voice, the recording, it is also provided by the MT Octo. So that's the reason, there's the pattern for it. That is the reason we will protect our agent in the Vietnam market.
So this is my brief introduction for the parameter setting.
So it means that actually there is also the human voice, right?
Yes. The human voice, because this
Test trait.
This is a test trait, so we not make the siren of it to make the human
loudspeaker, I suppose, not the siren.
Loudspeaker of it to make the human voice of it, because our design will be the beep buzzer in the USB, and also the alarm human voice from our hand units to remind our driver together. Such let me show the function scenario for you. Just like this, is the high pressure. There will be a beep sound from the USB, and also there will be show the word left front wheel high pressure. There will be the word of it. Together there will be the human voice for it for left front wheel high pressure to remind you together.
Actually, Mr. Will just told us that the human voice is available, the beep is available. If you want both, it is okay. If you want one of them, I want the beep is okay. Want the human voice is also okay. It can be choosing.
Yeah, it will be the setting to our parameter.
It is optional in our parameter setting. So it is very good the design for it. And then could you show more the situation?
Yeah. Just now is the high pressure, and now is the low pressure. This is the fire leakage. Oh, there is some interference for other TPMS, sorry. Let me try again. This is the high pressure. The same will be the beep sound from our USB, and also will be the word show on the our screen, and also have the human voice. If we choose the human voice on, there will be the human voice also to sound from our speaker. Just like this about our function scenario. This is the fire leakage. You can see the figure is 1.5, 1.4, 1.3, 1.2. Just show you how the pressure of the tire now is, how is the situation of it.
Okay, we see that all the situation scenario have the show for it. Here's our TPMS of the sensor. Here is the function, we know it. Actually, for this kind of the USB TPMS, this is for the Android system. So some of the people will ask me how it is the version, the Android version, what it is. Do you know it, Mr. Will?
Our system you now use for most of the Android system version is update more than 4.0 is okay.
Okay, let me repeat again. If the Android panel is a 4.0, it can be available for our system. If the version is less than the 4.0, it cannot comparable with our USB TPMS. But honestly, in the market, normally it is the more than 4.5. We have 4.0 less. But we can support the more 4.5 and 4.0 more. But you have to ensure the panel is the Android panel, because the Android panel is the common one in the market at this moment. And then, as we see here, here's my introduction of the package. Here's the package is obviously is the smaller than the
very smaller.
Smaller than the ours the solar TPMS, because we saying we do not, because we saying we have less the space, more the container loading for it. Actually, this is the four sensor for it, and then here's the USB. That is the finish for it. And then normally this is the 40 pieces in the one carton. It means that when you buy one carton, you can load more the quantity. That means that you can save more the delivery fee. Because one box is just a very big one. You sell it very big one that is not in the compact size, that will cost a lot of the delivery. But in the same time, we have to ensure the the package is strong enough. We decide this kind of the package. So for it, this is also the package for the Vietnam market. Here it is the Vietnam market package for it. We call it the MT30s for this moment for the USB TPMS. Actually, besides the USB TPMS, we have bring more idea, Mr. Bill.
Yeah, for the, as we know, in our Thailand or other country, we also have some kind of the TPMS to.
Okay, so we believe that TPMS, it is the driving the partner for it. We have another partner for it. It is ours, the air pump.
Yeah,
but this is air pump is coming on the way. This is a new one. It's exclusive for the overseas the market. It will be coming soon. And then normally we are selling in this one, the digital one. And then we can see here's the digital. Here's the for M is for the unit change PSI bar and kg per square meter, and then here is the value to setting for it. If it is the tire, it will stop automatically. If it is the tire, the pressure is in the setting value, so it is very convenient for it. So this the new one is coming. This new one is coming. So we believe that it is also the good choice for the customer at this moment. So besides that, this is normally one tire will cost 2 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes from the 0 to the 2.1.